the NFC powerhouses, and they both really can score. Even though the Saints kind of slowed down near the end, but they kind of turned off in the playoffs here. They had a really good game against the Eagles there. So
the Saints defense really picked up.
Yeah,
Saints defense really picked up, and it was funny. Now that we're talking about games going to be a shootout and everything, because just last year the Rams were number one in defense. They were the number one overall defense in the league. But now all of a sudden, these guys have been having to go into shootouts all of a sudden, and it ain't like there was much switching on the Rams defense. And it's just crazy to see how a shift in a year does like that, to where a defense just all of a sudden goes from being number one to giving up 45 points.
Right. Oh, you look at that and then being amazing, like, man, how much has changed in a year?
It's crazy how much switches in a year.
All right, so who?
Be it injuries or anything like that. It's just things just switch.
So, talk about them playing in a dome around this time, and how much that is going to impact the game as far as not the weather element.
It's a good advantage for LA, because it's a good thing that LA is playing them, and they had to go to a dome, because we've seen during the year LA having to go to elements. They lost. Right. And it didn't play as well as they could if they had to go into the elements. Now they don't have to worry about the elements. It's at a decent time, so the time shouldn't really mess with them. So everything fell in line for the Rams to be able to have at least a good shot with none of the weather excuses and all that stuff that we've seen them have to use, because they got beat when they had to go to weather. If it was outside of LA, they were screwed. So now they're just as fast. They're just as fast as New Orleans, and they're that fast track that they've got in that dome. So, hey, it's equal footing as far as I'm concerned.
Right. That's why I say they got a good shot at the Saints to win this game. So, fair point. Who you got for your X factor for each team?
For the Rams, you got all these bigger names, but C.J. Anderson.
Oh. Dude had a hell of a game last week, and I'm happy to see that he had a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, and it gives the Rams a different running back, to where Gurley's the slasher and everything like that. CJ has gotten so big, he's turned into a bulldog.
Yeah, he really did put on the weight. But
putting on the weight is an understatement. but he's become that bruiser that they need when it goes into the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. So he's my X factor for them, and for the Saints, it's going to be Alvin Kamara. He's been solid. He's been pretty good. He was off a few games to where you were like, well, what happened now? And then all of a sudden during the playoffs, he's kind of taken back off. So he's going to be my X factor there. But there's defensive X factors.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, about to say for you, the defense, hey, as long as one of them get turnovers, then that would be the X factor for them. Pretty much will win the game.
Aaron Donald's a big X factor. But I think the biggest X factor for the Rams was the guy they brought in for the Jaguars, and that's Fowler. Mm-hmm. If he can come off the edge and put just a little bit of pressure on Breeze, and we all know Dante has a knack for playing well in the playoffs and getting strip sacks and stuff like that. So I think he's going to be a pretty much X factor for the defense. But it's whoever gets at least one or two turnovers in this game is going to win, because that's going to give their offense that extra possession.
Gotcha. All right.
These games are going to be fun. We really don't even need to talk about defense in none of these.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're kind of just going more offense, and I know you're a big defensive guy, so
Especially around this time of year, you think it's defense pushes you over, but these games are Jesus.
Just so much offensive talent just oozing everywhere. So
it's ridiculous. Offensive-minded coaches and offensive-minded talent everywhere. There's only one real, when you look at it, there's only one real defensive-minded coach that's left in the playoffs.
And it's Bill Belichick.
Exactly. But the only reason they're offensive minded is because they got that other guy with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have that guy. When you have that guy, I think it tends to go towards offense.
Yeah, I know that's right. All right. In this game, who you got?
Oh, God. I didn't even want to pick him.
Okay, we ain't got to pick them. We'll just enjoy it and not put the pressure on picking the game there. So, we'll scrap that.
Because I want to see different. I want the Rams to win.
Okay.
Because I want to see the Rams in it. Would I mind it if New Orleans is in it? No, because I actually like Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't mind if New Orleans is in it. But I like to see the Rams in it just to see something new.
Okay.
Go in and see that people aren't crazy to go after these McVay-style guys as their new head coaches. Because everybody was like, well, this McVay dude's only been there for 2 years, and now everybody's trying to jump towards coaches that are like him. And I'm like, well, if he makes it, it validates the reason people are going after guys like this now.
Right.
So I would just like to see him make it that way. It validates him as a coach, because I think he's a really good coach.
All right. Good stuff.
But whoever goes in, I don't care. The other game, I really care who goes in or not.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about that. You got the Patriots, who are 11-5. You got Tom Brady, who completed at a 65% completion rate, 4,300 yards with 29 touchdowns and 11 interceptions before starting to go. All right. Exactly. Sonny Michel is rushing for 209. Jesus, man. 209 rush.
What happened to your voice?
Hey, relax. Not true. Oh, you're killing me. 931 rushing yards for 6 touchdowns on the season. Julian Edelman has 74 receptions, 850 yards and 6 touchdowns. The Chiefs, wow, what a monster season for these guys. I even forgot the yards I wrote down for Patrick Mahomes, but he completed that. Yeah, it was a lot. I think it was near 43,000. What I read. He completed at a 66% completion rate, 50 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Now I did 2 for the running backs. Kareem Hunt, who was a big part of their season in the beginning, had 824 yards and 7 touchdowns. But
you know what you can do with his neck right now, right?
What?
You can just kick him right
out. And then Damian Williams came in and did a spectacular job for the short time that he is still there. 50 rushes, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns. You could have really put Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce in here because they both were doing the thing. But Tyreek is the leader with the yards with nearly 1,500 yards, 87 receptions, and 12 touchdowns. This game also was played. They played each other on the 14th of October, and the Pats won 43-40. So that one was a shootout as well.
Another shootout, yeah.
All these games up in the high. So what this I want to ask you this question here. Maybe I went too high on this score, and maybe because the weather is going to affect one game. Over under all teams that's playing today will pass 150 points combined. Is that a little too high?
Oh, for all the games?
Yeah.
150 points?
Yeah.
So that's 75 a game. That means one of them would have to hit 40 in each game. I think it's going to be a little under that.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be close. But if the Chiefs elements that they're playing in, I think it's going to affect it a little bit.
I think this is going to be 30-point games.
Yeah. So
I think they'll at least for 30-something points a game. I don't think it'll make it quite that high.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they'll throw under be like 100. It'll be like 110.
But you know what always happened when we
say this, they're 13-10 games.
Exactly. We expect shootouts, and then they become like defensive games and ugly games and like that. So we are expecting shootouts, and then I bet next week when we talk about these games, we're gonna be like,
well, we're talking about the guy who uglies games up like this. We're talking about Bill Belichick, who has some uncanny way of making games like this get ugly. Like he has some uncanny way of uglying them up. And the way Sony Michel has been playing lately, they've been feeding him the ball a lot. So
right.
I expect the Patriots to try to come out and run the ball.
Right.
If you can against Kansas City, because Kansas City's defense is terrible.
Right.
And that's what New England is going to try to do. I think they're going to try to play ball control. Even with Tom Brady, they're going to try to play ball control. They're going to try to run the ball. They're going to dunk it down. They're going to do what they usually do. Mm-hmm. They're going to try to just ugly up the game and limit the amount of possessions that Kansas City has.
Talking about Kansas City, talk about what this second-year player is doing, man.
Yeah, that's what New England's going to try to do this time, is do what everybody used to do to them and try to ugly up the game and limit their possessions.
Yeah. So speak on Patrick Mahomes for me. I mean, is this your MVP candidate right now? Is he your MVP choice? And
he was my fantasy MVP for one league that I was in. So, but I think the way he's done this year, I don't know if I would put him over Breeze as being the MVP, but it's close neck and neck. I would almost give it to both of them, especially in the positions that both of their teams are in right now. I would give it. I'd be like one of those rookie of the year things where you give it to two different people.
Right.
That's what you kind of do with these guys, is just give it to two different people.
And who knows?
Like here, y'all are coach, or give one of them defensive or offensive player of the year,
and then get the other one MVP. Is what you're saying? I mean, I guess that's a fair point. You give one offensive player of the year, and the other one that's going to get MVP. So, yeah, that's fair.
And that's what I would do, is give one of them offensive player of the year, and then the other one just give the MVP award to. Yeah,
they kind of took a little step back when they lost Kareem Hunt because he decided to go kung fu fighting.
They did for I think one game.
Yeah.
You could kind of struggle, but then all of a sudden Damian Williams pick up on everything like that. And it's the weird part about watching the running backs, it just goes to show you, besides what, Kamara was a late second, early third round pick, I think, somewhere in there. Mark Ingram was a first round pick, and he's a backup now.
Yeah. So, yeah. You're right. They just come and develop these guys.
Yeah, and now you got Damian Williams, who's nowhere to be found, and he's blowing up.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you that guys, running back position is, you can usually find the guy just on the street that can usually come and help. Look at what C.J. Anderson is doing.
Yeah.
Now for Los Angeles too. He's coming out of nowhere. And he's running for 400 yards. It's crazy, man. The running back position is very, very easy to find now. And you have teams that are spending these high draft picks on the guys, but they're going nowhere.
It's like, put me in, coach.
Yeah, just give people a shot, man.
All right, and I was about to ask you, because the Chiefs, especially against, this New England Patriots team who strives on, having home field advantage around this time, they had home field advantage. So, how about for them to have home advantage in their own field, their fans, and Arrowhead's a tough place to play.
Yep, it is a huge key for somebody else to get the Patriots to have to come to them for the championship game. Mm-hmm. It's huge, because every other time New England will have it there, they come away with the win. Very seldomly do they lose. They lost to Baltimore one year.
Yeah.
And I think Denver got them there one year.
Yeah, I know Denver got him in Denver. So
yeah, Denver got him. I think Denver got him 1 year in